Hello, how is it going? My name is Aryan and welcome to my channel. Well, I'm just starting my YouTube journey and I hope you subscribe my channel because particularly in this channel I will upload horror things, things about related to horror stories, not stories, more like crime cases which are based on real life and everything just about horror and creepy things. And I hope you subscribe my channel, and tonight I'm gonna share a story with you. Actually, it isn't a story, it's more like a crime case, but it's a story. And I hope you enjoy it and stick till the end of the video. In the spring of 1929, in the quiet mining town of Paintsville, Kentucky, an event took place that could forever be remembered as one of the most shocking and tragic cases in American history. It wasn't a hardened criminal or a ruthless outlaw who committed the crime. It was a child barely old enough to attend school. This is the chilling story of Carl Newton Mahan, the 6-year-old boy who killed his friend in cold blood. Carl Newton Mahan was just like any other child, curious, playful, and unaware of the full consequences of his actions. On May 18th, 1929, Carl and his best friend, one of his best friends, who was 8-year-old, Cecil Van Hoos, were out searching for scrap metal to sell for a few pennies. A common way for children in poor mining communities to earn money. During their scavenging, they stumbled upon a piece of scrap iron. It wasn't much, but just an old discarded piece of metal. But to two young boys trying to make some extra change, it was like everything. It was like a prize. Cecil, being older and much more stronger, snatched the metal from Carl's hands. When Carl tried to take it back, Cecil struck him in the face, knocking him to the ground. Humiliated and seething with rage, Carl ran home, his little fists clenched in anger. Carl stormed into his house, his face red with fury. Didn't cry, he didn't even hesitate. He climbed onto a chair, reached above a door frame where his father kept his 12-gauge shotgun, and carefully pulled it down. The weapon was nearly as tall as he was. He had seen his father use it before, but this time he would be the one to pull the trigger. Carl rushed back outside, gripping the shotgun with his both hands. He found Cecil standing by the side of the road, completely unaware of what was about to happen. Poor Cecil. "You took my scarf," Carl hissed, his voice shaking with anger. "Now I'm going to shoot you." Before Cecil could react, Carl lifted the massive gun, barely able to steady it. His little finger squeezed the trigger. A deafening blast shattered the afternoon silence. The recoil sent Carl stumbling backward, but the damage was done. Cecil fell to the ground, a gaping wound in his chest. Blood spread rapidly beneath him, soaking into the dirt road. The lifeless body of an 8-year-old boy. Imagine it. He was only 8 years old. That's really horrible. Lay still as Carl stood frozen, his small hands still gripping the smoking shotgun. The town was in shock. A 6-year-old had just killed another child, something unthinkable, even in rough mining town. Authorities quickly arrested Carl, and within days he was put on trial for murder. The courtroom was packed. Reporters, townspeople, and families gathered to witness what would become one of the most bizarre cases in legal history. Throughout the proceedings, Carl seemed oblivious to the weight of what had happened. He laughed and chatted with his friends, unaware that his life was on the line. Despite his age, the jury convicted Carl of manslaughter. The judge sentenced him to 15 years in reform school, a decision that left many outraged. I mean, how could a 6-year-old boy fully understand what he had done? Others, however, argued that a crime is a crime, no matter the age of the person or who committed it. Public outcry grew louder. The concept of locking up a child for over a decade sparked national debate. Eventually, a judge intervened, issuing a writ that overturned Carl's sentence. He was released to his parents and allowed to return home. Carl Newton Mahan never truly escaped the shadow of what he had done. He grew up carrying the weight of his crime, though few details exist about his later years. What is known is that his life was not a long one. Carl died at the young age of 35 in 1958, his name forever etched in history as one of the youngest convicted killers in America. The tragic story of Carl Newton Mahan serves as a chilling reminder of how anger, violence, and easy access to weapons can turn even the most innocent moments into deadly ones. For example, just imagine it. You're walking with your friends in the street and you find something that isn't actually valuable, and for that thing which is valueless, you argue, and this argument may lead to killing people, or even hurting yourself, or even threatening others or your friends, and that's really horrible, to be honest. It is a case that forces us to ask, how young is too young to understand the value of life? One impulsive action changed everything. 2 lives were destroyed in an instant, one buried in the ground, the other haunted forever by the weight of his crime. And it all started over a simple piece of scrap metal. Well, thanks for watching this. I hope we all get a lesson from this crime case, which actually was horrible to me, and I hope it never ever happens. It will never ever happen to anyone in the future. I hope it will not happen to anyone, because that's really horrible. It's just about your choice. It's you that you behave about something, and it's only your choices that make your movements, make your future, may even ruin your future. Your choices, some choices that are wrong may ruin your future, and some choices that are good, then they are excellent for your future. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel so that if I upload my new videos, you won't miss anything.